What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are just gonna rip some fucking multiplayer, dude. It's been a couple days since I've been able to play some regular schmegular fucking multiplayer without having to just, grind out camo challenges and, melt my brain in the process. I think some AFK. Oh god, yeah, my aim is not there. Oh fuck. Well, that was not ideal. I don't know if this lobby's for me. Two of the lanes are being held down by motherfuckers with snipers. I don't know. I did not know. And I mean, I've been seeing a lot of just the regular talk about this game that, has been going around ever since it fucking came out, which is that people are sick of it, people don't like it. I gotta be honest, man. I like the game, man. I'm still enjoying myself. I'm still having a lot of fun when I'm playing it, despite me grinding camo challenges and at times losing all faith in humanity in the process of doing those challenges. I've still really been fucking with the game, man. Dude. Oh my god, all my UI is off. I forgot I was taking some fucking screenshots. Let's fucking fix that. This lobby seems like it's a fucking straight up. Okay, well, yeah, we're not fucking playing that, dude. What the fuck, dude? This is kind of really my main issue with this game is like I love the game, like the game is fun, but some of the shit they added in this game, dude, it tries so hard to make me not like it, dude. This fucking shooting through the walls with a fucking sniper rifle fucking score streak, the fucking one-shot drone flying around in the fucking sky, the drone pod fucking explosive drones as a goddamn fucking field upgrade, and then a fucking pocket sentry gun is lethal. Like, you're telling me you could run a pocket sentry, drone pods, which should be score streaks. You could basically run 5 score streaks is what I'm getting at. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, I don't know, dude. Some of these decisions, I'm like, there's no way someone that plays Call of Duty designed this. Like, there's just no way, dude. This is actually some of the most brain dead shit I've seen in a Call of Duty game, which is saying a lot. Oh, it's a double XP weekend. Okay. If I don't get stranded at work tomorrow, I may actually have to grind a little bit. It's gonna be like 15 minutes of fucking double XP. A little bit of that raid action, which I have been seeing some of the talk around Battlefield 6, and obviously, I'm sure everyone's seen the player numbers dropping a little bit, and I think so much of the online space and content creation and all these talking heads you see online, it's literally just complaining about the same shit over and over and over again. It's the same cycle of like everything. Every FPS game you're ever gonna play, at some point people are gonna be like, oh, the game's actually dead, it's falling off, no one wants to play it, everyone's leaving. And it's like, how many years has there been a creator space for all of these games? Every year when a game comes out, or every whatever it is for Battlefield, say fucking 3 years, 2 years, whatever the life cycle is for those games, there comes a point where people aren't playing them as much. Like, believe it or not, like, some people actually like to play different shit throughout the year. And to be honest, I am just so sick of this fucking discourse with the content creators. It really makes me not want to watch some of these fucking creators, the people that are making these videos being like, Battlefield 6 is dead, Call of Duty 1, which is like what I think Blame Truth's video recently was titled, which like I fuck with Blame Truth so heavily, bro. He's one of the OGs. Like, I fuck with bro's personality. In my mind, he's a fucking good guy, right? And I don't even mean to say this being like a Call of Duty dick writer, being like, oh, like, you're talking negatively about the game I like, da, 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 da. I just get so tired of people that are surrounding themselves with negativity in general. No matter what game it is, like, even when, Fortnite was falling off for a little bit and all people were talking about was, Fortnite dying and people are leaving, they gotta bring back the old map, the new map sucks, all that shit. I got tired of that shit too, bro. I don't have the fucking the patience for that shit. Hearing the same narratives over and over and over again gets so fucking annoying, and it's always just copy and pasted across every fucking game in the industry, every multiplayer game. It's like, it comes out, creators are like, this is either the greatest game ever or the worst game ever, and then eventually everyone shifts to, this game is dying, no one wants to play it anymore. And I'm not even sitting here saying they're wrong. Like, all this shit is false. They're fucking spouting, and they're just forcing a narrative about the game. That's not what I'm saying. None of this has anything to do with these people being wrong or me not liking their takes. It's just at a certain point, dude, like, if we're just saying the same things about these games over and over and over again respectfully, like, find something else to make some fucking videos about, dude. Like, I gotta imagine these people, like the Rick, like Fooly, like Blame Truth, where, largely what they're fucking doing is talking about the game. And, obviously there's gonna be periods, like the entire release window and lifespan of this game where they're just talking about how it's bad and no one's playing it. Like, I can't imagine it's really much fun at all to just sit here and talk about a game, saying the same thing you've been saying for years over and over and over again. Which, I mean, we've kind of seen that with Blame Truth, where he's taken breaks and he's made videos about different games. I know when X Defiant was out, he essentially became kind of like a X Defiant creator. That's kind of what he was playing. And obviously he's an OG, he's been in the scene for a long time, so people want to know his opinion on the games and different things. But I don't know, I don't want to go too deep into it. I don't want it to seem like this is just literally a hate video about these guys, because it's not. Like, literally I watch these guys' videos, pretty much every single video they upload. I guess what I just hope is that people can just find shit that they actually enjoy. Not, I mean, if they enjoy just saying the same things over and over again, I get it. But just as a viewer, from a viewer perspective, I don't have an appetite to just see the same things rehashed over and over and over again. I don't know what the fuck my teammate was doing right there. He's doing those hipfire challenges for the camos. But anyways, like I was saying before, I kind of got off on a tangent. I've been seeing a lot of what people are saying about the Battlefield numbers, and I mean, like, what did you expect? We like, it's the cycle of SPS shooters. Like, if this was a Gears of War game, the same thing would be happening. Sometimes people are just looking for a refresh, and I think the gaming market is so much more competitive than it was back in the heyday of FPS shooters. I just don't see why it's a surprise to anyone. And I mean, at the end of the day, like I've been talking about with these other creators, this is just the narrative of content creation. I feel like there's definitely a big problem with these creators that are just pounding the same narrative over and over and over again for every single game. And for people that literally get their opinions from these creators, I feel like it can create a mindset of like, oh well, like all games suck, and I don't know, man. Like, I know there's other people that enjoy this game. I haven't necessarily seen creators making videos talking about this game being the greatest game ever made by any means. But for me, especially coming from making variety shit on an old channel before I started this channel, if I'm not enjoying something, I'm not gonna fucking provide content on that thing. If I'm not gonna be enjoying myself making the content, if it's not something like a fucking challenge style video where I'm intentionally torturing myself for the sake of the concept of the video, then I'm just not gonna do it, man. And I mean, I've just I've always enjoyed COD, so I'm not surprised that I like this game. But there's obviously things that I don't like about it, like like I was saying before, being able to essentially have 5 score streaks is kind of fucking stupid as fuck. I don't know. I can only tolerate and stomach so much of hearing someone say the same thing over and over again, in my opinion. As far as it goes with Battlefield, I actually haven't played Battlefield in a long time. Pretty much, I think I last played it probably a week before this game came out, and I haven't played it since. And not because I didn't like it. I actually really loved Battlefield this year. For me, Battlefield's more of a game that I enjoy playing with friends, whereas this, I can solo queue and still just have fun and enjoy myself. How are there this many people on the planet Earth that like Homestead, dude? Get the fuck out of here. No, I think I had heard that there was an oil field map that people weren't really fucking with that much. I don't know if all the new maps have just pretty much been ass. I don't know really what's going on too much in the Battlefield community. I probably gotta do a deep dive, watch some videos about it. But just from the outside looking in, I mean, I could have predicted this, and I probably did predict this before the game came out. Like, was 300,000 daily players ever really sustainable for a game like Battlefield? I don't really think so. In the modern day, I said it before, when the gaming space is so much more competitive, I wouldn't even say that 300,000 daily is really sustainable for a game like Call of Duty either. Obviously there's ranked play, so there is that competitive aspect to it, but as far as competitiveness in games, I think a game that is competitive, that has those competitive things, whether it's a leaderboard, like a ranking system, I really think that lends itself more to a game like Overwatch, even like Marvel Rivals having success doing that, really drawing a lot of players and concurrence. Like, I like COD, I like ranked playing COD, but if I was going for a pure competitive experience, I would probably say you're gonna get a better experience out of a game like Overwatch, out of a game like Marvel Rivals, because the way ranked play works in COD, I wouldn't say it's necessarily literally my favorite rank system that I've ever, you know, interacted with in my life. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I was saying in my wishlist video for, you know, this year's Call of Duty, I really hope the FPS space gets a little bit more competitive. I'd like to see Halo, you know, come back to making, you know, full Halo games with, you know, MP. Obviously this Halo CE remaster is just going to be a campaign remaster, but I hope Halo, you know, makes a return to form and provides us with a good experience. I'm really hoping this Gears of War game fucking rocks, dude, because I never got a chance to experience Gears back in the day, back in its prime. So I'm really hoping I can, you know, get at least a taste of that from this Gears of War game this year. One thing I do know for a fact is I got a fucking jam-packed video schedule coming up, and through all of it, I'm gonna have to find a really good amount of time to be able to grind some fucking Black Ops 7, because I gotta get my fucking map knowledge elevated and my fucking shot straightened up a little bit, because I need to be fucking cracked when fucking ranked play drops, dude. I'm gonna be grinding ranked play in 8s if there's no fucking tomorrow. But at the end of the day, too, I don't want anything I've said today to be taken as, you know, I'm just, you know, hating on, you know, Fooly, the Rick, you know, Blame Truth, any of those guys, because I love those guys. You know, those guys are doing a good job at what they do. I mean, it'd be kind of hypocritical for me to sit here and say that, you know, they suck at what they do. You know, you shouldn't watch their videos when, you know, I literally watch pretty much every video that these guys upload. I mean, we'll see how bad I end up getting dog walked when ranked play comes out. I don't think I'm gonna have any issues getting to gold, because I just never really have. I feel like it's platinum, diamond, crimson where I'm really gonna get a lot of resistance. So, you know, I'm gonna be playing a lot of different games coming up, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I feel really fucking good on the fucking sticks. Which I saw someone on Twitter fucking post this is the league ranked play fucking, you know, division or whatever, like rank fucking emblems, and it was just the worst AI slop I've ever seen in my life. Dude, that shit was so fucking ass. But with all that being said, I think for today I will call it a video there. Apologies if this is a little bit of a shorter yap session. My schedule has been completely thrown off by getting stranded at work, so hopefully the next couple of days we can get a little warm front moving through and it's not going to be cold as hell. That way I can get back to my regular schedule. But that being said, let me know what you guys thought about what we discussed in today's video. What's your opinion on the current state of content creation, not just for Call of Duty, but kind of, you know, the entire FPS space as a whole? Do you think there's too much negativity? Do you think the negativity is just representative of the product we have? And also let me know how you're feeling about Black Ops 7. You know, obviously, as I said, I'm out here enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, if you're hating it, let me know down in the comment section down below. But with all that being said, I will talk to you all later.